Today we're going to be headed south, back down to Bakersfield, and spend a couple days at the ranch. And yeah, hopefully enjoy some more mild weather down in Bakersfield over the weekend, and check out what's going on out at the ranch. So stick around. Beautiful fall day out here, guys. You can see just a majestic view. So last time I came through here, the elk were hanging out up here at this hay field up here. Hoping I'll get a glimpse of them again for you guys. If so, I'll pull over and stop and see if I can't get some elk footage. They like to come when they come down out of the mountains. This is one of the places where they stop, and I don't know how long they really stay right here, but once in a while you'll see a couple hundred head hanging out in these hay fields right here. So we'll see if they're still here. Maybe we get lucky. Well, sorry guys, we didn't luck out on the elk today, but hopefully next go around I'll get to show you those elk. Here we are passing through the sleepy town of Lone Pine. Pretty nice day out, 83 degrees. Coming into the Owens, now dry, lake bed. I was talking about this on a previous video about how it's had water in it for, I don't know, the last 2.5 years or more. Had quite a bit of water in there. And all of a sudden this summer, within about 2 weeks, they were able to literally drain it. I mean, obviously they pumped it out, but that thing went completely dry in about a matter of 2 to 3 weeks. Still got some water over here and a couple little areas, but this whole area here was all water. All of that was water for about 2.5 years, and now it's not. I just found that kind of interesting, how fast they were able to get that water out. Makes you wonder. We all know water rules the world, and whoever has control of it has most of the power. That thing's empty now, though. Alright guys, we're gonna pull off here in Lake Isabella. Got a lead on an industrial building over here, sitting on 3 acres. Sounds like my lead got it for really cheap. We'll see. We'll go take a look and see what it looks like, but sounds like we can get into this thing for about 2.25, which is I think it's going to be extremely cheap if it's what he says it is. It's supposed to be 4,000 square foot building, all block wall construction, so it's all CMU on the exteriors. It's an old commercial. I believe AT&T or one of the phone companies had it, cell phone companies or something, but Yeah, let's pull in here to Lake Isabella. Let's make a quick little pit stop on our way into Bakersfield and see what this property is all about. So this is the main drag here in good old Lake Isabella. See the dam way off there in the distance. That's the full rebuild of the dam they did. See, oh boy. Well, you never know what you'll see in Lake Isabella. I don't know if that's a sign to run on this property. It's almost like she needs to link up with the Speedo King and Mammoth. That'd be one heck of a pair. Okay, so my understanding is the property starts right here. It's got 3 acres. So it's got this whole big area, big laydown yard, whatever you want to call it here. This over here could be a problem. The reason the guy sold this thing for so cheap was he was having trouble with keeping people out of it. And you can see I've had some experience with buildings like this in the past, and I was able to get them out, keep them out by just being consistent with showing up to the property on a daily basis and calling the cops. And the cops got tired of coming and kicking them out, so they finally started making them stay out. But as you can see, it's got good bones. It's got a little fenced in yard in the back. This is somebody running a business right here next to you. So fencing's good all the way down. It's got good fence all the way down. That's really good. That's a huge 3 acres is quite a bit. And this is literally like right in the epicenter of town. But as you can see, somebody likes to camp out here and probably causing a problem here and there with the previous owner. I can tell you right now, this building, it's 4,000 square feet. The guy get in here, clean it up first and foremost, and just, I wouldn't really spend a whole lot of money here, but I would definitely probably paint it, because that brown is just not, it's not really looking good, but it's really nice. It's got this nice overhang. See in here, it's solid block on the perimeter. Solid, well, that's not solid block, but this is. Yeah, I think a change in paint color, a cleanup, and just being able to keep these guys out of it. I wonder what kind of service it has on it. Power. I didn't really see that on the other. Oh, it has a big service. Yeah, that's like that could be 400 or 800 amp. Well, for $225, I don't think a guy could go wrong on this. I think we're gonna take the deal if we can get it. 225. This thing will easily flip for 350 to 400 with just a little bit of elbow grease. Let's make a deal, Ron. So as you can see, pulling out of the parking lot here, got some residential there that's not the greatest, but you got GPS mortgage right here and gas stations right there. I mean, how could you go wrong? Highways right here. I think 225 is all day long. We're gonna try and do it. We're gonna make our way down the canyon here. Hopefully we get that thing bought. Sounds like looks and sounds like a really good deal. And just gotta put the pieces together on it. So let's get it bought. Eagle Mountain Casino, guys. We're taking a Friday fun day. I'm gonna go play some cards. Let's see how it goes. All right, you ready for some gambling?
I think so.
There we go. It's the first time here, so let's see what it's like. Pretty fancy place for Porterville, California. Definitely nice. Hopefully they got some good food because we're starving. So yesterday we had a good day at the casino. We had never been to Eagle Mountain. First time going there. Ron and his wife invited Lori and I down there, and yeah, we got him for about $1,000 at the blackjack tables, so it's not too bad starting out with 200. Let's see how today goes. Today we're heading out to the ranch. We're gonna play around with that dozer a little more. Bud's just chomping at the bit to get out. It's cooler weather. It's still pretty warm, but it's definitely cooled off, so it makes it a little nicer to come out. Let's get out there and see if we can get that thing running. Well, I already seen 2 this morning. Oh boy, that's a big one. They're out. Deadly. I gotta be careful with the dogs today. I'm gonna keep an eye out today for them snakes. Saw 2 coming in. Not a good thing to see with the dogs because they'll wanna snoop around and try to figure out what it is. This thing here, the door, I'm gonna have to take those 2 bolts off, I think. See if I can't figure out how to unlatch the darn door. It's not wanting to come off. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that off with that latch like that. Well, I know I can do that and get it to close. Definitely still warm today out here. A little bit of a breeze. It's not too bad. Let's get the old Pioneer out and get our tools out and see if we can dig into this dozer problem. All right, so I was talking to my mechanic and he told me we got to get some pressure in this tank to push the fuel all the way up, because this thing's like upside down on here, so you can't fill that up with fuel. And the thing don't want to get a prime to it. So I've got this plan, and I took a vacuum cleaner tube like this, which fits really good right here in this. It's like airtight. So my plan is gonna be, I'm gonna drill a tiny little hole for this so I can force air down through the top of the tank. In theory, I'm gonna be able to force the fuel up into the machine. So that's what we're after. That's what we're gonna try. Let's give it a shot. All right, so we've got my contraption connected to the fuel tank here. We should turn on fuel and we should see a nice stream of fuel coming out of right there. I don't know if I'll be able to reach and see at the same time. Okay, you can definitely see when I hit it with the air. Oh, okay. Definitely had pressure in the tank there. But I'm getting plenty of fuel over to here. That's good. I think my plan worked. This tube had a little hole in it, which I was using this little air thing. And I ran air through it till I had fuel pushing out through the top of this filter. I know I got fuel to there. So now all we got left to do is fire away and see if this thing will start. Of course, this jump box didn't have enough. I don't think it's got enough juice to do it. Come on, baby. Give her the juice she needs. All right, well, luckily I have a backup plan. I'll get one of my big batteries out with some cables and we'll see what that does. Well, unfortunately, the dozer didn't start. So now I'm coming to the conclusion, possibly the injection pump is out. So I spent some more time over there yesterday and trying to get that thing off. Was unsuccessful getting that off, so ran out of time. Had to meet Lori back in town. So the dozer video will have to continue on. Hopefully next week when I get back, or the week after, I'll be able to get that thing all the way pulled off. I'll bring it into town. Maybe I'll get it rebuilt. I've got fuel coming through the filters, out the back side of the filters, into the pump, coming on the return line into the pump. And the machine runs just fine on starting fluid. So it just won't pick up the fuel. It's not picking up the fuel. So anyways, we tried. We're still trying. I haven't given up. I hurt my thumb with the wire wheel trying to clean the battery terminals, and that thing's just been giving me issues. So I have like 3 people that want to buy it right now. I need to get it running. It's like, well, I don't want to just tell somebody, I'll give it to you for less money, you figure out the problem. I want to get it figured out. I want to get it running. It used to run fine. It ran fine. One day it just shut off. And ever since that day, it hasn't been able to get fuel. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be that injection pump. Not 100% sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.